My dear brothers and sisters in LIC, this is a fourth topic, think differently to succeed. Actually, it is my own autobiography, how I have succeeded from agency to this level, which I want to give you so that you will all be knowing lot of things, how to handle objections or how to handle obstructions. Many of us, when an obstruction comes, we are taking the alternate route that is totally wrong. Then the aim in which you have put you forward is meaningless. With the aim only you have started something. When an obstruction comes, you should not change from it. So if you think differently, definitely that objection can be overcome. We are not thinking differently. The other way, alternate, not the way, how to overcome it, the alternate, we have to see. So always think alternate thinking makes the difference. Alternate thinking makes the difference. Friends, I have joined in the year 1980 as direct agent in Thombaram branch. Totally it's an incident, and totally it is the way in which I took it very seriously made it. It has not come just like that. I applied for urban career agent and it has been rejected as my place came under rural on those days. Now only they made it as a city limit, my area Nanganallur. Earlier it was only rural area. So without knowing, after finishing my graduation, seeing some remuneration out of this particular urban career agent, of course the urban career agent, these words not attracted me. The only thing which has attracted me is the amount. Because I was a fresh graduated fellow on those days, so I have applied to get some remuneration. I am not fond of any sales and marketing. I am not very much keen to do sales and marketing. So simply by seeing the amount I have applied. But the rejection, but it has been rejected. But the rejection I took and viewed differently. That's why today I am speaking in front of you, top producer and whatever it is tagged. Stigma. Somehow I applied for agency and rejected for UCA, but not for agency itself. What I thought differently, I've analyzed the rejection, then I got the point, I have been rejected for urban career agent. And they didn't mention that you are not eligible for agency itself. So I thought that agency is different from urban career agent. Then I started inquiring with my friend who was then a DM club member and my classmate in Nanganallur. In 1980 he was a DM club member in Thenambed branch. So I'm very much, because the first thing that I have applied for an employment is this urban career agent. And the second part, for me to apply. It's LIC of India, a very good organization. I thought that it's some sort of employment, or in future I will get employment in LIC. With the secondary benefit, I have applied also. So I started continuing with that acquiring of agency. So I have approached Mr. Surya Singh, is the best friend of mine, classmate in school days. He is neighbor too. He told that rebate is the problem and hence I cannot manage it as I was unemployed. With the true, see, any information you receive, it is not to topple you. Most of the, of course, there are persons to deviate you, divert you, but honestly I am telling, most of the people will tell you the information what they have experienced. We should only analyze whether it is suitable for us, good for us, or how to handle it. So many things we have to analyze with the information. So he told rebate, I am giving rebate. How you can rebate? Because you are unemployed. You are unemployed, he said. I thanked him for having given this information. I never demotivated by this word, because I am very firm and I should see that I should take up agency. Somehow I have made that point. I don't know what agency is, what it will give me, nothing about agency, but yet I was very firm to get the agency, because I have applied the first. So I should see the end. With that determination, I moved forward. Then I approached my uncle's son, who is a landlord in my native place, and took up LIC. He also took up the agency. So I want to know about the agency from him. He advised me not to take, as we have to beg everyone for a proposal. Friends, I would like to explain more about these two incidents, about these two informations later in this session itself. I have also thanked him. Okay, very good. So I have now gathered information with two agents. Now I have to analyze it, how to proceed. But I didn't thought for the alternate to get an employment. I was very firm on that day that I somehow should get agency. So I have started analyzing these two informations given by these two agents. But I have analyzed both and came with a clear idea of how to proceed further, as I have decided to take up agency. As I have decided to take up agency. For rebate, I have decided to tell I am unemployed, if at all it is being asked. I am sure by this I may lose a few businesses, but not all. For example, if I approach, I was firm on those days, if I approach 10 people, at least 2 or 3 least, they will oblige, because human still people are ready to help others. So I took only very few out of my approach in a positive direction. For the second, since he is a landlord, he would have approached in that angle or in that stage. Whereas, how I analyzed, I am telling you. But I am not, because I am unemployed, I can go to any level to see that people are not begging, But at the same time, I will not I will not be hesitant to approach people, whatever they say. I have decided because I am unemployed. I have no status, zero status on those days. So all this I have analyzed and look forward to march on with agency. Hence, I have decided that I can overcome this problem. Then ultimately I took up the agency in Thombram branch because the nearest branch for my area is Thombram branch. To adding fuel to fire, it was a direct agent branch and hence I could not get the support of a development officer. After taking agency only, I came to know that it was a direct agent branch on those days. After that only, it has been turned into development officer's branch. So I found it very difficult in getting information and being groomed in agency. Many difficulties I have faced, but yet I have not given up. So in this juncture, I really appreciate or thank the management for having created the development officer's post. On those days, I have felt that if I had a development officer, he would have guided me properly and he would have gone much more, or very earliest period I would have grown leaps and bounds. So in this juncture, I request my agent friends, development officers will play a very good part in molding your career. I pass on this message especially for new agents and low producers. Kindly take sincere advice from your development officer. That will be handy for you to grow up leaps and bounds. But on the other hand, that only made me to know many things in LIC, as I was very much eager to continue with agency, whatsoever difficulties I am going to face. The other thing, because I have pushed inside the water, somehow I have to come out. And I am very much determined to come out also. So I wanted to continue. So I bought 2 books. On those days, agent's manual were sold. 2 books, one for product, another for servicing. So while traveling, I used to read. Whenever I find time, I used to read. So multiple times I have finished both the books. That made me the difference. Also, I have to thank some of the staffs on those days, helped me, guided me in my branch, to get the knowledge. Friends, these are all the things I would like to tell you at this juncture. It will be continued in part B. Of course, totally probably part E I have segregated, because if I take continuously, you cannot patiently hear for half an hour or 1 hour. So I have broken into 15 minutes to 20 minutes slots. So utilize my services. I have started a YouTube channel which is free of cost for you. You subscribe and also encourage others to subscribe. Many more things I am going to give you. 100% I can vouch that it will make the difference in your life. My experience and my exposure, my teaching will make the difference in your life. That assurance I can give you in any platform. Also, I have created my own website. You can subscribe for that. It is only 600 rupees per annum. All these things you will find and much more in this website. So it is called nallurpsr.com. Here I have mentioned all will start Nallur or Nanganallur, something like that. Kindly contribute and enjoy my services. Thank you.